Alright, so here we are, back to fixing the 10XL. We had a pulley mishap. Belt was a little too tight. Sheared off my mounting parts. So I got the new pulley today from Small Fry. Looks to be a perfect pulley. 40-year-old part there. So I'm glad I was able to get that from a nice member of MTF. And the problem is now I've lost this spacer here that this bolt fits in. So now what I've got concocted here is I'm going to try to stack these up. A lot of these washers, I got like 16 or 18 of them here. And I'm going to get them stacked up, and hopefully once it's all tight and locked in there, it'll hold my flywheel cover on here, and it'll look all nice and pretty again, and I can put my pulley cover up over it and all that good stuff, and it should be good. It didn't have any damage here, just I guess some belt rubbing from a long time ago, or I don't know, maybe I did it. But it's not damaged. All the bolts came out. The only thing I was kind of worried about was one of these bolts here had a little rubbing in there, and if it'll focus, you can kind of see the bolt's about half gone in there, and it's rubbed all the way around, and I'm pretty afraid to put that back in there, and it could snap off in there, and then it could get stuck in there. I mean, I have the kit I need to get him back out if I had to, but I really don't want to have to do that. And I actually think it looks like I have more than one that way, so I think I'm going to have to go get some bolts here before I get to putting this back together. I'm sure they're all three like that, because once it broke loose, it spun around inside there, and it kind of made a mess of things. So since I had the too small a belt that caused the problem, I've got the larger belt now. I got one that's 2 inches larger, and once it's on there, it should let my starter generator go back. 'Cause see, I had it all the way tight, and I didn't think the belt too tight could harm anything, but apparently it can. So now that I've got the bigger belt, I can adjust my pulley back into here somewhere, and it'll be normal again, and I can get back to business. So on that note, I'm going to go get some bolts, and then I'll be back to put it back together. Alright, got her all installed, got the new bolts on there. I had to use some hex heads, but with the spacers it ought to work fine. So the belt, I had to adjust it back. I didn't tighten it too much, just enough, that way it's not over tight anymore. Then when I'm done, I'll put that cover back on, but I think we'll give her a crank here and see how she's gonna go. And put this brake on, add a gear, choke on. Might get the fuel line off. Let's see, yep, fuel's off. Alright, back on. Might have to put the camera down. Choke. Probably going to need to tighten that up. Tighten that up a little. The belt's, yeah, a little flimsy, so I'll get that tightened up, and then we'll pull her out and take her for a ride. Alright, got her all back together now, so we should be good with the belt. I tightened up the the adjustment arm here up in here. I tightened it up and pulled this back more. Got it tight again. Put my cover on. So now we have to move the Super 12 and this deck off another Sears off, which is off this Sears that I'm painting right now. So, but I thought somebody might like this. This looks really cool. I just sat that on there because I was painting it and brought it in out of the sprinkling rain and sit it there. But it looks kind of like a low riding tractor with that on there with some low rims up on the front. Looks pretty cool. But anyway, I'll get this stuff out of the way and we'll take that 10XL for a little spin here and see if we can hook the roller up and drag the roller around or something fun. Alright.